Hey guys, it's Max. Sorry I haven't uploaded a video, being a single parent, kind of hard to record sometimes. But over the past few months I've acquired some books, found some old books that I had, so I figured I'd do another book haul. And I just redid my bed, so I've got my lovely little Halloween pillows up. So we'll start off with the books that I've found that I had. So I found all my old American Girl doll books. A couple of them are my sister's, but I just threw them all together because she's not going to read them. So this one was actually one of my sister's, and it's the Before Ever. I think it's how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's a day, but it's from the Kit doll. This is volume 2, and Kit is supposed to be 1934 is when this one is, I think, supposed to be, what I want to say, staged in. This one, let's see, these next 3 are also my sister's, but they're all 3 the Molly books. And if you're not familiar with American Girl doll, Molly was one of the originals. And she, if I remember correctly, has been discontinued. So, since these books are in really good condition, if I chose to, I could probably sell them and make some money. But, I want to at least read them. So we've got Molly's Surprise, which is set in 1944, I think. We've got Meet Molly, which is the first one. Also in 1944. And then Molly Learns a Lesson in 1944. And I think these last 4 are all mine. So we've got Mia, which is the first Mia book, and Mia was one of the limited edition ones that was only out for a year. But she's a figure skater. Let's see. So this one is Very Funny Elizabeth in 1775. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which series, if you will, or which doll this was based off of. I think this one was based off of Felicity, I think. Based off the back, it looks like this one was part of the Felicity series. I don't remember. I never had Felicity. The only one I had was Mia. And then I've got Nellie's Promise, which is in 1906. And this one's part of the Samantha series. And Samantha is one of the original dolls. I don't remember if she was discontinued or not. I think she was. I think she was discontinued either the year before or the same year as Molly. So then I've got the Meet Samantha, which is obviously the first one in her series. And that one's in 1904. Let's see. So I've got a couple books that I know I've gotten in the last few months, but I'm not sure kind of where on my shelves they are because I rearranged my shelves a little bit. With this whole virus thing going on, I've kind of rearranged a few things. That and based on kind of what I've read and what I haven't read. So they're kind of scattered. But I will go ahead and show you which books I got today in the mail. I've got this stack and this stack. But I ordered some books from Book Outlet, which I ended up getting 4 more that aren't in these 2 piles, but they're for my little one's birthday. So I've got them set aside for that. Sorry. And if you don't know what Book Outlet is, it's a website, which is literally bookoutlet.com. It's a bunch of discounted books. So, if the book is, say, originally, $19.95, it's what it originally retails for, they might have it for, anywhere from like 60 cents up to like $7. It just kind of depends on what the book is, and I think the like demand for it. So, and with their website, if you order $35 or more, you don't have to pay shipping. I don't know if they ship overseas or not. I think they do, but it costs more, and you have to wait a little longer for your books. Mine got here, I think, within 2 weeks of being ordered, which I got like 13 books for like $36, which is really good, considering most books nowadays are anywhere from like $10 to $30 depending on the book, and if it's hardback versus paperback. So, let's see. I've got, I think, 9 right here that were for me, and then I had 4 for my little one. So, the first one I got is, I think it's supposed to be pronounced Goldaline, which is by Jimmy. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that last name. It's a new author to me. But, let's see. It's about a set of wild and free woods in the hinterlands. Let's see, and there's magic. And this girl named Goldaline travels from camp to camp with a group of bandits, it looks like. So, sounds like it could be an interesting read. And I think that one's supposed to be a middle grade. And then I've got Daughters of Ruin by K.D. Castner. And let's see. It looks like there's a group of 4 that have all lived together since they were kids. So it looks like it's a group of 4 girls. And they practically treat each other like sisters, even though they're not related. They're all princesses. I'm just kind of reading the back. Apparently they're enemies. Okay, so since they're princesses, of course they have kingdoms. And it sounds like there's a war between the kingdoms. And one of the girls' father's kingdom comes out as victor. And as victor, it sounds like a gesture of peace, he decides to have the daughters of his rivals come to live under his protection. And they all train together as diplomats and warriors. So that one sounds kind of interesting. I get a little bit of a warrior princess vibe off of that one. If you haven't noticed, I'm starting off with the fiction ones and then moving over to the myth and paranormal themed ones after that. I don't remember if that one is a middle grade or YA. I kind of got a mixture of middle grade, YA, and adult. So next one is Dear Reader by Mary O'Connell. So this person finds a copy of their favorite novel, which is Wuthering Heights, in the purse of this lady, and the lady had left her purse behind. So apparently in this particular copy, the original text has been transformed into a real-time diary account of this lady's spontaneous trip to Manhattan. I'm assuming New York, because I'm just outside Manhattan, Kansas, which is the Little Apple. And I guess the person that finds it skips school and travels to Manhattan with the book as her guide. And ends up meeting a British boy who is on a gap year. And if you live overseas and you don't know what a gap year is, it's pretty much where somebody takes a year off in between, like, usually it's in between finishing high school, or I think some countries call it secondary school. I don't remember correctly. And college or university, depending on where you live. So that sounds like possible romance in there, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't read a whole lot of, like, ones that are mainly romance. Like, some of the books I read have a little bit of it in it. Like, the Beautiful Creature series obviously has romance in it. I'm looking at my bookshelf trying to think of which other ones. The Curses series, or duology, has a little bit in it, but it's more like one-sided. The girl has a crush on... Well, it's the Graces series. The Curses is the second one. But it's more of the girl got to crush on the guy kind of thing. Of course, Twilight's got romance in it, but that one's a whole different topic. And then, the one I was looking for is the Fallen series, which I'm on the last book of. Which is part of the series, but at the same time, it's not. It gives more of, like, the backstory on one of the secondary characters. Let's see. And then, back to this. So next book is Unspoken by Sarah Rees Brennan, I think is how you pronounce her last name. That's it right there, getting a little bit of a reflection, but let's see. It says Unspoken, the Lindbergh Legacy. Let's see. So this one's at least a duology, if nothing else, because it's got a book on the back. It says, let's see. There's a mysterious past. There's a manor overlooking a sleepy English village that is owned by this Lindbergh family for centuries. And the family has disappeared. So this person named Cammy hates secrets, runs the school newspaper. Apparently her secret is she loves this boy she's never met. And they've talked in her head for as long as she can remember. Okay. So, it sounds like one of the big twists is that this family magically returns, and one of the two sons is actually the, how do I want to say it, the holder of the voice that's been in her head. So, she, I guess, meets the person that owns the voice, if you will, that she's been hearing. So, that should be interesting. Let's see. You okay in there? Hello? whatever. Then got Heart of Ash by Kim Legit, I don't know. This one is a hardback, and based off the inside cover, it sounds like it's about this person named Ash who has escaped an immortal worshipping cult, and the cult has killed her mother, but the person that she loves is still under the control of this cult. And then there's like something to do with a castle in Spain. So sounds like there might be a little like love in here or something. Sounds kind of like she might try and like help the person that she loves like defeat this darkness or something to get the castle back and escape the darkness. Not 100% sure. That one sounds a little confusing, but interesting at the same time. And then the last of the fiction is the Dark Souls novel. I've heard a couple things about this one on BookTube, but not a whole lot. And this one's by Paula Morris, who I guess wrote Ruined. I never read that one, so let's see. So it sounds kind of like it's about this girl named Miranda who maybe sees ghosts. The back doesn't tell you a whole lot other than this girl is like holding back a curtain of some sort and is seeing this ghost. The ghost is trying to tell her something and she can't hear it because there's no noise coming out because you know ghost. And then all of a sudden the ghost is gone. That's about all the back tells you about that. It kind of reminds me, let's see, where is that book on my shelf? Sounds kind of like the City of Bones, I think is the name of the book. Something like that. I've got it on my shelf. City of a Ghost. That was the name of it. Sounds kind of like that, or similar to that one. So I really liked that one, so maybe I'll like that one. Now, my only paranormal book, which is Chasing Spirits by Nick Groff. He's a ghost hunter. This is kind of telling his encounters. If you don't know, he was on Ghost Adventures before he parted ways and came up with his own show. And then I've got The Mammoth Book of Unexplained Phenomena by Roy Bainton. And it's supposed to contain anomalies, dimensions, panic, and paranoia. So it's supposed to like talk about different phenomena. And then the field guide to lake monsters, sea serpents, and other mystery denizens of the deep by Lauren Coleman and Patrick Hugh. I don't know. It's about like lake monsters and whatnot.